Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to your monthly Cavalier EQ. This time is going to be on No Rest for the Wicked, and the first boss is going to be a Vox with the nodes Kinetic Transference, Consistent Combos, Buff Unblockable, Bloody Mess and Imperial Defiance. Now for this fight you are going to need to bring in your bleeders, so I am bringing in my Nick Fury. Other options that you can use are going to be your Black Panther, Blade, Black Cat, Mole Man. All of your good skilled bleeders will work well here. Now you have to take care about the unblockable buff toggle every 8 seconds. Try to stay away during that or hit in the block so you can run out the timer. Another node is going to be consistent combos here, so you have to finish off your 5-hit combos, otherwise you will get a debuff on you that will cause you to glance your attacks and this fight will be prolonged for no reason. So having said that, it is an easy fight to deal with. One thing I would say is to push Vox to SP2 only, because the SP2 is easier to evade and you're not going to make any contact with any kind of projectile or beams. But if you let him throw an SP1, you might have to block it out, and once you block it, he's going to get another SP1 with the kinetic transference. So that is one thing you need to take care, and once you get the hang of it, you are easily able to take him out. The best way is to keep pushing Vox to an SP2. You can use 4-hit combos and block, and that will also push Vox to throw a heavy attack. And make sure to use your complete 5-hit combos, and that will avoid for you to get an unsteady debuff on you, causing you to glance. And yeah, just block. If he throws an SP1, just block it out and make sure there is bleed on Vox when you attack him, so he gets extra damage with the Bloody Mess nodes and you can take him out quite easily. Next is going to be a Psycho Man. Now the nodes here are going to be Dazed and Confused, Concussive Resonance, Third Law, Physical Burst Reflect and Give Me Shelter. Now it's a bunch of different nodes that can work very annoyingly together, but let's go one by one. Dazed and Confused. Now with Dazed and Confused, if you parry the opponent and you re-parry or parry again within 7 seconds, you get a Folter on yourself. So you have to, if you use a parry for the next 7 seconds, you don't have to parry. Third Law, if you have Unstoppable, Unblockable, if you get anything on yourself, your opponent is going to get the same. So take care of that. Don't use a champion that does that. And there's also Give Me Shelter. So the more buffs you have, you will reduce the auto block chance for Psycho Man. So easiest way is to bring your cosmic champions like Maestro, like Hulkling, Hercules, Adam Warlock, Angela. I am using Venom and he is just melting him away. So yeah, just make sure you bring the champion. Just there I was faltered and I started to miss again. So yeah, pretty straightforward fight. Just bring in a champion that has a lot of buff. You can also use Odin pre-fights and you should be good. Just avoid champions that have Unstoppable, Unblockable, because that is going to be given to Psycho Man as well because of his Third Law. Next up is going to be a Valkyrie. Now this is also a bunch of fun nodes: Bob and Weave, Crit Me Baby One More Time, Arrow to the Knee, Cross Counter and Deadly Precision. Now with Bob and Weave, just make sure that you dex or you intercept so you can send it on cooldown, otherwise she's gonna hit you in the block really hard. And there's Crit Me Baby One More Time. She takes extra damage from criticals and less damage from other attacks. Now with Cross Counter, you will notice that whenever the opponent will use a heavy attack, there is going to be a timer on the attacker. Now within that timer, you have to knock down Valkyrie to remove that, otherwise you take 50% of your health as damage and can be very annoying to deal with. Another one is going to be Deadly Precision. So you need a precision or a cruelty on top of you so you can avoid Valkyrie from evading. A Valkyrie evades 60% of the time by default from the node Deadly Precision, but if you have a precision or a cruelty up on you, that is going to prevent that. Now when she does throw a special attack, right there she throws a special attack and you can see a counter, and I used a heavy attack and I removed that out. So that is the only thing you need to take care about here. The rest is a pretty straightforward and simple fight. I did mess up the first time when I brought in Kate Bishop, but I brought in Elsa Bloodstone and she did the trick for me. You are going to take some of block damage. Just be careful that just be careful that the bob and weave is deactivated and you should be good. You saw I took a burst damage because of that node, so yeah, be cross counter, make sure you knock down after every special attack and you should be good. Boss number 4 is going to be Overseer with Energize, Clean Sweep, Parry, True Lies, and Bane. Just a regular Overseer fight with a Bane timer. Pretty easy, straightforward. You should be able to, you should be knowing how to transfer the Bane timer in the perfect time, so the Bane always stays on the Overseer. And I am using Nick Fury here, so all of those bleeds and the prolonged SP1 help me keeping the Bane timer on Overseer, and he will take damage, degen damage, and probably die to that. Now, one node here that could be a problem is going to be your parry. So just try to run out the auto block timer to avoid any kind of auto block. Or if you are using champions that can bypass auto block, that is fine too. Again, I've just used in Nick Fury plenty of other options available. Skill champions you can be used. So Elsa Bloodstones, your Shang-Chi's, your Kingpins, all of that work really well. Now next up is going to be the first new champion for us, Beta Ray Bill. The nodes are going to be Pulverize, Missed Opportunity, Resistance is Futile, Thorian Web, and Enhanced Parry. Now this fight is all about not giving Beta Ray Bills any kind of buffs, or if you have Shock Immunity, that really reduces Beta Ray Bill's damage output. His weakness is anybody who is shock immune and can control his buffs, so he does not get any damage. Try not to use champions that have an armor up, but there is going to be a node that is enhanced parry. Whenever you will parry the opponent, you will get an armor up on yourself, so avoid getting hit by Beta Ray Bill's medium because he will pulverize that armor and give you quite a bit of damage. So shock immunity and buff control are the weakness for Beta Ray Bill, and use champs, preferably mystic champs, so you can control the buffs. And if there is also shock immunity, that is a positive. A pretty straightforward fight. I am just doing a doom cycling with him, something you guys all know. The community is well aware of that, and that is enough to take him out. Other champions that could work can be Absman with his shock immunity and our Wake immunity. You can also use a Hood. Wiccan should be good with his power or with his buff control. Also use somebody like Symbiote Supreme, and also with shock immunity you can bring in Scorpion. So plenty of options available. Now the final fight is the most annoying one. This is going to be Enchantress, and oh boy, you have to learn how to play against her. Now her weakness is Wither, Petrify, or Debilitate. So you need to have champions that have Wither or Petrify so you can control her power. Otherwise she gains non-stop power and she kills you very quick. Now there is Limber, Block Unblockable, Emotional Walls, Debilitate, Div, and rebuff your advances. Now this was my first try and I got her down, but remember to keep parrying Enchantress. Whenever you will parry, she will either get a slow or she will get a panic. With the slow you can counter the unstoppable, and with the panic you can counter the miss. So if you notice on the right side, there is going to be three spells. One is the purple one is the green one, and there is also an orange one. Now in order to do any kind of damage to Enchantress or to avoid taking damage from her with the specials, you have to remove those spells. So the first spell that you see right now is green. You can remove that when you counter her heavy attack. Now you can see there's a green one. Now the green one can be removed when you are able to knock down Enchantress with a parry or heavy. And there is also an orange one. When you see an orange one, it means that you have to intercept Enchantress. Now this is very important. You need to remove all of those spells from Enchantress, otherwise you take huge damage on the special and you die very quick. Another important one is you need Wither and you need Petrify. In any case, anything that can reverse the power gain from Enchantress reliably, and you will need that to help you control the power and not let her throw a lot of specials. So I hope I hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to able to help. See ya. Bye.